they're trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Past the 6. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide right, it's Hansen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle. They're playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Needs it here on fourth down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass.
Number 94, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's crossed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside, it's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Throwing, say it. Rushes on. Finds a spot in the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Right side, it's Peoples. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Hansen. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Let's go.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's changing the play. Here's Julian saying to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it along the sideline. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown! Buckeye!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Deep in the end zone, it's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Paul, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Here's Sayin to throw. Rush right in his face. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Smith. Wide open spaces. The tag. To the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll give it to people. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's there to make the stop.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Finds a man in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. And he could not get loose on the run.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sayin. Smith with the grab over the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback changing the play.
Booster. Ready, go.
Second down to the air. Finds his target. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Looking outside, it's Jackson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Driving forward, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Say it. Looking to the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 7 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are other...
He's going to let it go. Goes high to pull it in. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now on first down from the 30. Got an alley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throw it, say it. In traffic, it's Jackson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Leaves it short. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Sayin from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Wallace. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Look out! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the return, he gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Quick give. It's Jackson. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian saying to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Here's Sayin to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Sets his feet, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Sowell. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Straight ahead, it's Peoples. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That's caught. It's Peoples. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best player.
Caught. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the air. Lets it fly. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got to make the play on 4th. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. You know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. They're going to continue to feature this dude. Third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Under pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and they are fortunate to live to tell about that one. It had turnover written all over it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff again. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with people. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Unloads to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Rush is on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Back to pass on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like, when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sidelines, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that